Hi, welcome to another video. Yes, so if you're new here, my name is Kevin and welcome to this exciting video. So today we are talking a little bit it's a topic that it's a bit of hard to talk about. I don't know why, but generally it feels personal. I don't know what you feel about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So according to my calculations, in the last 3 months, all my activities online have brought me around 240,000. This is almost actually 241. So it has brought me around 241,000 Kenya shillings. So in this video, I break down everything that I've done, and that's what I'm doing to get such results. Considering the kind of work that I do, it's not it's not something that you can think of like a lot of work. I'm almost doing nothing. In fact, half of this money, most of the time I don't do anything at all. I just did some work long time ago, and then it just keeps on bringing the money. So if you want to know what that is, this is the video for you.
In a place where they told you what to chase, told you how to run the race.
So this is the actual table showing all of my income sources for the last 3 months. So the first one is affiliates. So affiliate marketing is actually where you are rewarded when you refer someone to buy something from a certain website or a service. So for example, if what I do most of the time now is refer people to Jumia, and whenever they buy through my links, I make some money. I know you remember a video that I showed you how I made like 15,000 in one. It was actually 15,800 in 1 month. That I think that was the month of I think February or March. I think it's February. So that's an example of affiliates. I have other affiliate programs that I'm part of, and that contributed to a total of 43,231 in 3 months. That's not much, but it's money that I didn't work for a lot. Another part of my income for the last 3 months is AdSense. So AdSense is a program that you can join. It's a Google program actually, that Google will pay you to show ads on your website. So this is how it works. When you have a website or a blog that attracts a lot of traffic, Google, you can join this program known as AdSense, and Google will pay you to show ads on your site. Whenever someone clicks on those ads, you make money. So it means that the more traffic you have, the more chances of people clicking on those ads, and the more money you make. It's just like that. Simple. You just need a website that has traffic, and you just show the ads, and you hope that people will be interested on the ads that will be shown on your site, and when they click, you earn. So part of that, for the last 3 months, I made around 51,197. Now there was an issue last month. The earnings dropped drastically. There was a day I wasn't making anything. I really don't know what the issue was, because it wasn't me alone. Actually, we have a group that comprises of a lot of bloggers in Kenya. So these are guys who have websites. So we come together most of the time. If you have an issue, you post on that WhatsApp group. So anyway, maybe by the way, if you want to join that group, maybe let me know in the comments. So inside this group, when I posted this issue that guys, I'm having this issue with Google AdSense. Turns out it wasn't me alone. So it was almost everyone was being affected by that. The earnings dropped. But actually, I found an alternative to Google AdSense. Is Zoic. Actually, Zoic, it's not an alternative. It's more of an advanced, a type of AdSense, in that they optimize your website to show the best ads to the, to the right audience. So I joined that program last month, and I hope it will at least boost the earnings of that site from that. And also I added more. I think I added another 3 sites, 3 or 2, I think 2 two sides to that network. So I hope in the next coming months, I'll be earning better than that. Then we have YouTube. So YouTube actually just came in like 2 months ago. Yeah, so for you to earn from YouTube, you must have at least 1,000 subscribers, and you've reached at least 4,000 watch hours in the last 12 months. And I reached that in like I think start of March, and then I joined they call it YouTube Partner Program. YouTube actually and AdSense are the same thing, because they are owned by the same company. This is what I mean. For website, you get paid every time someone clicks on the ads shown on your website. But for YouTube, you get paid every time someone watches an ad for its entirety shown on your site. So there are some, I'm sure you've noticed that on my website, on my channel, on my videos, when you start watching them, you start seeing some ads. So actually I earn from those ads. So maybe ni kuomba that if you find the ad interesting, or you would be interested in what the ad is talking about, just don't skip it. So usipo skip, I make something. That's how it is. So for the last 2 months, when I joined YouTube AdSense, I made around 298.59. The secret actually to make more with YouTube is to produce more videos, to produce more interesting videos, because the more it's a math game. Between these two, it's a math game. Actually, all of them is a math game actually, because the more you do this, the more you increase your chances of earning. I hope we'll talk about that in the course of this video. So technically my plan is to start uploading, I think daily. I'm planning on uploading daily and see if I can increase this to at least maybe 10k in a month. Then the huge chunk, the lion's share of my source of income for the last 3 months imeko writing. So if you look at my channel, I talk a lot about writing, and of course affiliates, but mostly writing. So for the last 3 months, I made around 140,000. This is actually almost 142,000 from writing. This is not 3 months. Actually, this is 2 months worth of work. This is only February and March. The reason being, I didn't do any work last month, and I think some of it is still ongoing. The reason why I haven't included for April is because part of the major project that I was working on, your contract Elisha, so I had to start looking for other clients. So anyway, for February and March, this is the amount that I made from writing. That totals to almost 241,000 Kenya shillings. Ijaingia trading full time because of the amount of work that it needs. You need to dedicate time if you want to make money more than you're losing. Because the truth is, with trading, you can't just join today and then expect kesho uanze kumake pesa. You will be losing. Actually, you'll be losing a lot in the long run if you don't dedicate time. So I haven't had time to dedicate to trading. That's why it's not appearing here. I haven't given it time to do that. Let's talk about how you can replicate this and get better results than this. I'm not saying, maybe just a disclaimer, I'm not saying you're going to make this when you do what we are about to talk about. The results are not typical. You can get better than this, or you can get zero. So it just depends with your individual effort. So whatever we are going to talk about here today, these numbers are nothing, because actually the truth is, with affiliates, let me show you an example. So let me log into my Jumia account and then show you what I mean by these are just numbers. When you look at here, so this is April, this is March last month, and then this is February. If you look at the February, I made around 15,819 from Jumia. The next month, that's on March, I made barely, I didn't even reach like half that. I made around 2,600. Then on April, that's last month, it jumped almost 200% to 18. This is almost 9,000. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to online. Nothing is guaranteed. So I'm not guaranteeing you that when you do what we are going to talk about in this video, you're going to get these results. But what I'm promising you is, if you implement what we are talking about the right way, you do everything right, you have a chance of getting even better results than this. Yeah, I'm not saying these are best, but this is just an example that proves that, if you do something right, you are bound to see some results. Yeah. Now let's talk about how you can start this. Now, if you look at my my sources of income, they revolve around working online, and besides writing, the affiliate, AdSense, and the affiliate and AdSense, those two revolve around having a blog. You need a website. So if you want to promote, say, affiliate, if you want to concentrate on just affiliates, you need a website that allows you to promote these products. Yeah. So I always I have revealed one of my affiliate website, fonts.co.ke. So inside fonts.co.ke, you will find that I promote a lot of fonts in Kenya, and when you click those links, it leads you directly to Jumia. Now that's a blog. Yeah. And for AdSense also, although I haven't added AdSense to that site, but I have other websites that I don't do affiliates in it, but natumia AdSense to monetize. Yeah. So the first thing you need to do is to have an audience. So if you want to make money online, either through affiliates, AdSense, YouTube, actually, and also writing, you need an audience. That's why the thing you need to do is to brainstorm. The thing is, you have to figure out before you can start start building your website or a blog, you need to figure out what do you want to write on that website. For example, you can decide, okay, I'm into psychology, so I will start a website that I'll be posting about psychological facts, how to solve certain psychological issues. That's what your website will be about. If you decide, okay, I want to go affiliate way, and I like fridges, so you can start a website like, okay, this website will just talk about fridges, issues with fridges. I'll be reviewing fridges, I'll be writing about individual fridges, and then I'll make money through affiliate. Yeah, so you make money when you refer someone to buy a fridge. So that's the step number one. If you are a writer, actually, if you want to get into online writing, having a website is a must. Yeah, because so there's from what I've experienced, most of the time clients wanna ignore as a writer if you don't have a website. The reason being, wanna like, okay, if you are offering to help me grow my website, wapi yako? You have to organize your house first if you're going to help someone else. So that's why as a writer you need a website. Inside this website you need to be writing about things, especially about the industries that you want to attract clients from. So for example, for me, when I was starting out as a writer, nilikuwa na target mostly digital marketing agencies. So what I did was I started a website and then started writing about digital marketing stuff. So it made it easy for me time na reach out to these clients that, okay, I write about digital marketing. Wakiuliza, okay, nataka kuona your work, I just send them the link to my website. So it makes it easier for me, to sell my service as a digital marketing writer, because I have a website to prove that. Yeah. So if you are, for example, you want to get into finance writing, you can start a website about finance. It's simple as that. If you want to get into accounting, start a website about accounting. But here's the catch. When it comes to online writing, you can branch out. Instead of just kutegemea clients wakulete pesa, you can branch out like I did. So what I did was I started my website first kama a portfolio for me nisaidie kupata writing clients. Then later on I realized, okay, it's like watu wenye wanakuja most of my site see clients. So how can I make money from them? How can I make money from this traffic? That's where now the AdSense came in. So once nilianza kupata a lot of traffic, nikaongeza AdSense to my website, and then I started making money. Then you realize writing, it's something seasonal. Most of the time you have a lot of work and then inaisha. For example, mimi saizi, most of the saizi I don't have a lot of work, as I'm recording this video. Why? Because season imeisha, season actually. The project, the client that the project that I was working on ilikuja ikaisha. You see, so what happens now when you're not writing? You branch out. So that's how I branched out now to start affiliate websites. Build that first website, grow it, and then now you can think of ways to monetize it. The truth is, you won't get this right, the first time. You will have issues, especially if this is your first website. My first website actually ilikuwa inaitwa cyberspacenerd.com. Hiyo nilianzisha back in I think 2016. Yeah, I think ilikuwa 2016. So there was a guy alikuwa hold contest online that alikuwa anataka watu wa share certain post, and if you won that contest ulikuwa unakuwa rewarded na free website. So actually niliturn out kuwin hiyo contest, and then akanipea that site. And actually I didn't do anything with that site. Ilikuja tu ika expire because number one, I didn't have a plan. Number two, sikuwa nimelipia. It was free. So sikuwa na feel any pain, of course, kuwork on it. After all, I didn't pay for it. So hiyo site ilikuja ikapotea. I think saizi msea ameichukua hiyo domain, and I guess na user. The thing is, I didn't get it right the first time. I didn't make all the money, or in fact I didn't make money maybe the first two years of working only. So the truth is, you won't get it right the first time with your website. What you have to do is just to figure out what is right, and then do that. Now, the right thing to do when you're starting a website is to know what people are struggling with in your niche. So if you may decide kuandika about psychology, look for issues that people struggle with a lot, or questions that people have when it comes to psychology. Then the next thing is to do what you call the keyword research. So keyword research, so let's define first a keyword. It comes from the word keyword actually. So a keyword is when someone goes to Google and type something when they are looking for a phone. So tuseme anatafuta Samsung. So tuseme ameenda Google akasearch, okay, Samsung A12 price in Kenya. So that exact keyword, that exact phrase is called a keyword. That's something that somebody searches or types into the search engine when they are looking for answers. So what you have to do is to figure out what people are typing into the search engines about your topic. And then you create content around or answering the questions around those keywords, and then publish it on your site. Say that whenever someone comes and searches that specific term, there's high chance that your site will be the first one to show up. Now they will click to your site, you get the traffic. You understand? And once they reach your site, either they click to buy or they click ads. Either way, you make the money. So now here is a checklist that I created. It's a really simple checklist that you can use to get started right away. Now, this is what you need. First, you need to find a less competitive niche. So a niche is what we talked about earlier on. You need a topic, a specific topic that your website will be about. Now, the less competitive means you realize most of niches actually iko na watu wengi, and you don't want that. You don't want a niche that has a lot of people. I always give an example of a news website. It's wrong, well, unless uko na budget ya 100k per month ya kuspend on ads, drive traffic to your site, please leave news websites alone. It's very competitive. You will be competing against people kama kina Tuko, kina Nation Africa, kina Standard, kina Citizen Digital. You'll be competing against those guys to get people to view your website. And if una struggle to get watu to your site, you won't make anything. Figure out what niches don't have a lot of competition, or watu wenye wako hapo you can beat them. Talking of competition when it comes to blogging is an advanced thing that I think requires a different video of its own. So if you want to know more about researching the competition of your chosen niche, let me know in the comments section. Now, once figure out the niche that you want to get into that's less competitive, the next thing is to register a domain name. So a domain name is the name of your website. So what do you want to call your website? So for example, a domain name ni kitu kama facebook.com. Every time ukitaka ku access Facebook, you just type facebook.com, browse, boom, uko wapi? Facebook. That's a good example of a domain name. Now figure out what you want, what name you want to give to your site. Now here are some pointers. Pick a name that's short, straight to the point. To me, numbers. Don't use domain name like Kevin 101, some really weird name like Kevin-blogger.com. Iyo inakaa too spammy. Don't do that. Yeah, I think I talk a lot about using a domain name kwa hii video. You can watch it here actually, about how to start a blog in Kenya. Yeah. The next thing, once you've registered a domain name, so to register a domain name actually is you are reserving it for yourself. So a domain name ni kama your fingerprint. Yeah. No two people can have the same domain name. Yeah, that's why you have to reserve it. You have to reserve yours. So once you may figure out the idea or the name that you want to call your website, go ahead and register it. Yeah. So you can register. There are some links in the description. Just click that link, go to TrueHost and register it there. It's cheap. The next thing is to get hosting. Now, the thing is, once you may register a domain name, it's not enough to start a blog. Yeah, that's part of it. The next thing is hosting. Hosting is, like a house online that stores your website files. Remember, your website itakuwa na articles, itakuwa na videos. If utakuwa na publish videos, itakuwa na time ya kupost all of those images. Yeah, so all of this needs to live somewhere online, so that every time someone requests them when they browse your website, they are just served with them. That's where hosting comes in. Now, both of these cost money. Like you can get hosting for as low as I think $1,500 per year, and then you can register a domain name depending on so the .co.ke you get it from $800 per year. So 800 plus 1,500, yeah. So unaona ni affordable, and you just have to renew every year. Now, once you have both of that, the next thing you need to do is do what you call the keyword research. So keyword research is what we've talked about already. You're just trying to figure out, okay, what are people in my niche looking for online? Then once you figure that out, you need to create content. Now, so seme umeanzisha a website about, say, phones. I didn't see that. Checklist. Supposed to be checklist. That's weird. Yeah, but anyway, guess nilikuwa excited, so sorry. Anyway, so once figure out, okay, nataka kuanzisha na okay, watu wanatafuta sana Samsung A12. So unaweza sasa andika an article around Samsung A12 review in Kenya, then publish on your site. Yeah. Now what happens is you need to post that a lot of content. You need to publish content, or you need to create content consistently. Usi publish one article per month alafu una expect to make do, unless site yako already gonna traffic. Yeah. But if you're starting out, you need to post almost every day. In fact, when I was starting my website, I posted nilikuwa na post almost 2 times a day. So you can even go up to 5 times a day kama uko na time. Yeah, so kama una time, at least dedicate 1 hour ya create to content. So for that to happen, it means you have to come up with more topics kwanza. So create a checklist, create a list of topics that you want to write about on your site. Alafu just dedicate a week ya kuandika hizo articles. So if you don't have a week, just dedicate 1 hour every day ya kuandika hizo articles, then unapublish, unapublish, kesho unaandika, unapublish, hivyo. Now, when you do this, when you do the right keyword research, or when you find the right keywords and you create content consistently targeting those keywords, you will start seeing some traction from your site. Unaanza kuona watu wawili wamekuja, kesho unapata watu 10, kesho kutu unapata kuna watu 30. Within no time unapata uko na almost 2,000 people coming to your site every month. Then from there unaweza grow. So you need, once you get your traffic, you need to learn from your analytics. What this means is you need to look at your content and see, okay, what type of content are people spending time more on my site. So ukirealize, okay, turns out watu wenye wanakuja website yangu si ati wanatafuta Samsung, but they are mostly looking for some issues to do with Samsung. Maybe how to root Samsung. You know, maybe umepublish such an article, alafu unaona okay, watu hawaendi sana to the article ya Samsung, you know, review, but wanakuja ya how to ya Samsung. So what that tells you is you need to do more content on that yenye iko the same na how to this one. Yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining it right. Like, you need to learn from your analytics. This means you need to look at what's working and what's not. Then simple, do more of what's working. Yeah, so that's it. That's how I did it, and that's how I continue doing. Yeah, so every time actually I'm trying to start a new website, or every time I'm trying to launch a new website, I follow this exact thing. First, I find a niche yenye haina competition. Number 2, I figure out, okay, in niche iko under this industry. Now, what domain name inaweza kuwa perfect for this website. The next thing, niko na hosting. So I just add it to my hosting. Next, I do keyword research. I figure out, okay, what are people searching inside this niche that I can write about. Once niko na list of keywords, I start writing. Nikianza kuandika, nipate traffic, I start analyzing my traffic. Okay, these articles looks like no one is looking at them. Nazitoa, then naanza kuandika more of what's working. The parting shot is you only need to be right once. You only need to be right once when it comes to working online. This means if you can get it right by building the right audience, everything else, it opens a lot of doors for you. Yeah. So if unaanza kama writer, just build a website for your writing business. Then ukianza kupata traffic, you know, ukianza kupata traffic, brands out, uanze kumonetize your traffic na, you know, ads. Unaweza join AdSense, unaweza join ingine inaitwa MediaNet, unaweza join ingine inaitwa MediaVine, AdThrive, unaweza join Izoic. Now, ukianza make enough money, you know, ukianza kuwa comfortable na pesa yenye una make, unaweza hire mtu mwingine alafu akusaidia kugrow another site ya affiliates, yeah, or whatever you want, or, you know, you brands out. It opens doors for you, but you only need to be right once. So there you have it, guys. That's, you know, how much I made in the last 3 months, and I've shown you how you can get here. Again, these results are not typical. It means, you know, you might not get what I got. You might get better results, or you might not get anything at all. They are not typical. It depends with your effort. So just follow the checklist yenye nimekupea hapa, and if you want access to this checklist, actually just let me know in the comments. And of course, again, kama uko na maswali, just let me know in the comments below. Bye for now, guys, and thank you for joining me in this video. See you in the next one.